Well, here we are at the 11th episode of Behind the Music for SalvWreck Christmas Volume 8. Today we're going to be talking about Pulse of a Righteous Life. Again, this was a track that I pulled from the Castaway arc. And so I had the hook kind of figured out a long time ago. Pulse of a Righteous Life. So I had the chorus, you know what I mean? And I already knew from the jump that I wanted Chris Hall to sing it. So I made the instrumentation, put it through the Castaway arc, pitched it to different movies and shows and things like that. But then it came time to write the lyrics for it. This was a little rough. I mean, like I could kind of foil myself and stumble over my own words because I like to say a lot. So I really had to take the advice of my professor, you know what I mean, and cut back on some of my words, and it turned out great, you know what I mean. There's a reference to actually tripping, you know what I mean, over things in the first verse, where I talk about Dick Van Dyke tripping over my steps, you know what I mean. If y'all recall from that show, if you're that old to remember, you know what I mean, tell my age, you know, this is all good. His intro scene, I mean, he tripped over that ottoman, you know what I mean? So that's kind of why that line is in there, you know what I mean? And so Pulse of a Righteous Life is a track that I'm talking about being ever reminded of why I do what I do, and why I move how I move. It's a pulse in my life that's righteous. That righteousness pulse is always in my life somewhere, you know what I mean? It's my guidepost. It's my roadmap to maintaining my walk with Christ. Not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. You know what I mean? And so you're going to need that pulse constantly going in the back of your mind to pull you back in alignment when you stray too far to the left or right. You know what I mean? And so that's what the track is about. And it's really a worship. You know, talking about thanking the Lord for His grace to pull me through the fire. Even when I wasn't seeking His face, you know what I mean? He held me in His grace, in His arms, and He made sure that I came through them things, not totally unscathed. You know what I mean? I don't believe that when you commit your sins that you will always avoid the consequences. You know what I mean? But I do believe that grace will give you the power and strength to deal with the consequences of your bad actions. So that's what Pulse of a Righteous Life is, man. And I talk about my bad habits that I had, you know what I mean, and how that righteousness pulse got me over those humps. And yeah, I had Chris Hall sing on the track. We recorded this in California because the sound of the beat dictates that West Coast kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Chris Hall loved the beat, and so I offered it to her as her own her project. If later on down the line she wants to use it for one of her tracks, you know what I mean? I'll be willing to do that for her, man. Like, we've been making music together for so long, man. So I have no problems with sharing royalties or things like that with people. I don't really care about that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Even like on the tracks that Alex is on, he didn't write none of Top Down Cruising or Fall in Love Again, but I did give him a share of the royalties for that because he's a part of the process, man, and I want to nurture our relationships. You know what I mean? I just want to, here's some money for you to come in and you just gonna sing this, and then I'm gonna just take the proceeds and go about my business. No, I want us to build a relationship here. You know what I mean? And we get it together in some form or fashion. Not totally. You know what I mean? He didn't get a whole bunch of shares on these tracks because, you know what I mean, I did write the lyrics. I did do did produce the track, and I did mix and master, and did like all the promos and stuff for it. So no, he didn't get like a big share of the things, but I did give him a slice of it, you know what I mean? Because I feel as though that's right. So Pulse of a Righteous Life was recorded in California. It was the second track we did, and this was after I did Ghetto. I did Ghetto first because I wanted to get that done with my voice being at its top of shape, you know what I mean? Pulse of a Righteous Life is not that heavy as far as wordplay. And so I was able to put that in the middle, you know what I mean? And like the last track we did, with Starlight Traveler, which is really laid back. But yeah, I paced the studio tour to accommodate my health conditions because my spine and just being old, man. You know what I mean? I can't keep going as fast and as hard as I used to. You know what I mean? So I paced my songs and the way in the order in which I record these songs in a certain way to accommodate that. You know what I mean? So Postal Righteous Life was the second song, and that came out great. The engineer loved that song as well. He liked Ghetto, he liked Pulse, and he liked Starlight Traveler as well. Really, I had these engineers singing my joints, man, while we was in the session, man. So that's a good sign. You know what I mean? And so that's how that came about. I didn't add nothing else to the track. I feel as though that I had that track for a long time, so I really had like a lot of time to work on the beat. So I didn't really need to. I didn't feel as though I needed to add anything to it. So I left it as it was, cleaned it up, put it in the bin for mixing. You know what I mean? And that's what we have today.